Here are today's top stories. A House of Representatives panel approves the administration's second tax reform package aimed at lowering corporate income taxes. Economic managers are seeking the approval of the proposed rice tariffication to ensure adequate supply of rice. Government troops intercept two suspected bombers of the Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters in North Cotabato. And Kidapawan City celebrates its foundation anniversary with an eat-all-you-can fruit fest. Good day, I'm Pia Rosas Marato. Welcome to the PNA Newsroom. A House panel has approved the second package of the train law with the intent to use it to attract investments in the countryside. More on this from Rodrigo.
A House of Representatives committee approved the administration's second tax reform package that aims to lower corporate income taxes and modernize incentives. The House Ways and Means Committee, led by its chairman, Congressman Dakila Kua, approved the substitute bill entitled Trabaho, or tax reform for attracting better and high-quality opportunities. Kua says the goal is to create jobs by attracting the right set of investments through incentives. Kua said the proposed incentives regime will provide longer incentive packages to investors that pursue development outside urban areas. The bill gives new investments outside urban areas an additional 2 years of incentives. It also gradually lowers the corporate income tax rate to 20% by 2029.
Ang goal po nito ay to create jobs by attracting the right set of investments.
Kua notes the bill retains the current set of incentives for the first 2 years. For the PNA Newsroom, I'm Rodrigo.
The Armed Forces of the Philippines has welcomed the signing into law of the National ID System. AFP spokesperson Colonel Edgar Arevalo says the National ID System will strengthen security and ensure peace by filtering out law-abiding citizens and preventing the use of false identities by criminals and terrorists. He says a national ID will also provide convenience to ordinary citizens in their transactions. The Philippine National Police, meanwhile, eyes linking its police database to the National ID System in the future. PNP Chief Oscar Albayalde says the database will be shared with other government agencies to optimize the potential of the ID system. The Philippine Identification System Act will pave the way for a national ID system that would ensure 106 million Filipinos access to a wide range of government services and privileges. President Rodrigo Duterte personally scolded at least 102 erring policemen who were presented to him in Malacanang. The number includes 87 from the National Capital Region Police Office and 3 who are linked to kidnap for ransom activities. Duterte said the PNP leadership has been trying to improve its image only to be tainted by the policemen allegedly involved in robbery, extortion, illegal drugs, rape, and grave misconduct.
Alam mo, hindi ko maintindihan kung kayong mga kriminal nakapasok sa pulis. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, prangkahan ko ngayon ang buong Pilipinas. Pag ganon kayo ng ganon, papatayin ko talaga kayo. I will review your cases. Kayong may mga kasalanan na sindikato sa droga, sindikato sa korupsyon, meron akong special unit. Habang buhay, bantayan kayo. At pag nagkamali kayo ng konti, sabihin ko, patayin kayo. Bakit kayo pumasok sa pulis? Anong nakain ninyo na itong pulis para lang ito sa mga taong may pagmamahal sa bayan at gusto makapagsilbi sa kapwa-tao nila? Bakit kayo napasok dito mga animal kayo?
After scolding the policemen, Duterte proceeded to the Joint PNP and Armed Forces of the Philippines AFP Command Conference, but ordered them to remain standing at the palace ground until their meeting is over.
Magtindig kayo dyan. Magkukumperensya pa kami. Huwag kayong umalis dyan. Gutumin kayo, punutin. Pag hindi, papatila ko sa inyo lahat yung.
The Metro Manila Council has approved the implementation of high-occupancy vehicle lanes on EDSA during rush hours. Under the traffic policy, vehicles with 2 or more passengers will be able to pass through EDSA using the HOVLs. MMDA's General Manager Jojo Garcia says the move will encourage carpooling among motorists. It will announce soon that when it will conduct a dry run of the scheme. The MMDA has proposed the HOVL last year to reduce vehicular volume on EDSA, but it was cancelled because of difficulty inspecting heavily tinted vehicles. President Rodrigo Duterte ordered the sacking of the entire board and management of the 9 Filipino Foundation. President Duterte also ordered the cancellation of what he called the ridiculous lease of government property. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque says the president noted that the contract that spans for 70 years is disadvantageous to the government. He also said that documents terminating the entire management and board of directors of the 9 Filipino Foundation will be issued by Executive Secretary Salvador Medaldea.
He cited the case of Nayong Pilipino, which leased government property for a ridiculous long period of time of 70 years, beyond the lifetime of anyone. And he considered this as a contract which was grossly disadvantageous to government.
Still to come, economic managers urged the government to approve the proposed rice tariffication to ensure adequate supply of rice. Government troops intercept 2 suspected bombers of the Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters in North Cotabato. These and more when the PNA Newsroom returns.
Information Management and Strategic Communication Support Group of Task Force Bangon Marawi showcased the interventions and rehabilitation effort of the government for Marawi through a photo exhibit. The TFBM exhibit made a presence at Robinson's Place, Iligan from July 26 to 29 during the conduct of Kalinaw Kultura. Being one of the partners of the event, TFBM aims to highlight its efforts for rebuilding a peaceful community for the Maranaos. A television was also put up to show the various services of TFBM in partnership with different private organizations in helping the affected residents for their recovery. Maranao products were also showcased. Among of these include the Arkat, Alawanin Marawi icon dolls for peace made by the Maranao women affected by the siege with the aim to promote the culture and traditions of Maranao society. Castro also reiterated that consultations and dialogues were conducted with different stakeholders of Marawi from April to May, wherein their inputs were considered for the development plan of the city. Kalinaw Kultura is a 4-day event spearheaded by the Philippine Information Agency in partnership with the National Commission for Culture and Arts, Local Government Unit of Iligan City, TFBM, Department of Education, Mindanao State University Main Campus, MSU Iligan Institute of Technology, Robinson's Place Iligan, DTI, Philippine National Police, Kulturismo, among others. The grand launch of Kalinaw Kultura held in Iligan City is one of the kind in the Philippines as it brings together different ethnicity in order to strengthen the unity of culture despite differences in traditions, ethnic groups, and religions, including clothing and cuisines. In his message, Undersecretary Harold E. Clavite of PIA emphasized the significance of the event as it creates an intensive campaign for cultural peace and unity. Kalinaw Kultura promotes cultural awareness through various performances of legendary Mindanao theater groups and artists, a competition featuring the dances of Muslim and indigenous peoples communities, a talk show discussing about culture, photo exhibits by TFBM and Kulturismo, product exhibits for Iliganon products and contemporary artists, and puppet shows. Together with Lou Antonio, Sweet Lukman, Philippine Information Agency.
The Department of Transportation has apologized over a leak in an air conditioning unit of one of the MRT-3's coaches Tuesday afternoon. This after a video of the incident showing passengers with umbrellas open inside the train due to the leak went viral over social media. In a statement posted on its official Twitter account on Wednesday, it says the DOTR MRT-3 sincerely apologizes for the inconvenience brought to passengers by a leak from one MRT-3 air conditioning unit yesterday afternoon. The affected train was fixed by technicians and brought to its depot in North Avenue. The MRT-3 assured commuters that a total of 42 new air-conditioned units will start arriving by August 12 to 19, 2018. It said the units were last replaced in 2008 as part of the system's first general overhaul 8 years after it started operating in 2000. As of November last year, only 3 out of 72 train cars have been overhauled. Economic managers urge the government to approve rice tariffication to improve rice production and ensure adequate supply. More on this from Miguel Hill.
Philippine economic managers stressed the need to approve the proposed rice tariffication to ensure adequate rice supply and help address the rising inflation rate. The proposed rice tariffication is seen to significantly improve the rice market and bring down the price of the grain. The reform in agriculture will also provide a 10 billion peso enhancement fund for rice farmers that will help them have better access to technology and boost their production. The proposal is seen to bring down rice prices in the domestic economy by as much as 7 pesos per kilo. Inflation rose to 5.7% last July from month ago's 5.2%, primarily due to faster rate of price increases of food and non-alcoholic beverage index. Rice stocks last July stood at 2.36 million metric tons, lower by 8.2% from the year ago's 2.57 million. For the PNA Newsroom, I am Miguel Hill.
An Abu Dhabi-based retail giant seeks to buy up to $20 million worth of goods from the Philippines by 2019. According to Philippine Economic Zone Authority Director General Charito Plaza, Loulou Group International will buy some $10 million worth of goods this year and will jump to $20 million next year. And the purchases will then be exported to the Middle East and other countries where its retail chain operates. Loulou Group and its local subsidiary, May Exports Philippines, inaugurates its warehouse number 1 at the Calamba Premier International Park earlier today. The warehouse will process and handle products such as dry foods, bananas, seafood, fruits and vegetables, dry fish, textiles, electronics, households, furniture, and other value-added food and non-food products, as well as other general merchandise before they are exported to the Middle East. Plaza earlier revealed the Loulou Group also has plans to put up a supermarket in the country to strengthen its presence in Southeast Asia. Police and military are on high alert as army troops foil the terror plot by the Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters, or BIFF, in Emlang, North Cotabato. Soldiers shot dead 2 suspected bomb couriers at a checkpoint in Barangay Sangat early this morning. Intelligence reports indicated the plot by the BIFF to conduct bombings from Liguasan Marsh. Soldiers in the checkpoint manned by the 7th Infantry Battalion spotted 2 suspects in a motorcycle carrying suspected improvised explosive devices. The suspects fired upon the troops but were soon killed. The explosives were likely intended to be used in crowded areas in the province. The Philippine Red Cross Pangasinan chapter has noted a sudden rise in the demand for blood in the province, mainly due to various diseases acquired during the rainy season. Blood and Services Chairman Maria Teresa Peralta says their office is coordinating with various organizations and groups to collect sufficient amounts of blood donations. She noted that 30 to 40 people asked for blood bags, particularly due to a spike in dengue cases in the province. To meet the demand, PRC Pangasinan plans to collect 200 bags for each blood component. Health Undersecretary Rolando Domingo earlier said that clustered cases of dengue were recorded in Pangasinan, resulting in a 90% increase. Up next, church communicators meet in Davao City for the 4th National Catholic Media Convention. Kidapawan City celebrates its foundation anniversary with an Eat All You Can Fruit Fest. The PNA Newsroom returns after these reminders. Representatives from about 86 dioceses all over the country are in Davao City for the 4th National Catholic Media Convention. The event is officiated by CBCP President Davao Archbishop Romulo Valles, the Archdiocesan Commission on Social Communications. Archbishop Valles says the event aims to foster peace through journalism and prevent the spread of fake news. Bishop Milo Hubert Vergara, chairman of the ACSC, says among their objectives is giving skills trainings to social communications practitioners and teaching best practices and cultures from different regions. The Catholic Media Convention runs until tomorrow, August 9. Gilas Pilipinas is facing China and Kazakhstan early in the Asian Games. Gilas, which is in Group B of the Asian Games men's basketball competition, is filling up the space in Group D left by Palestine. Head coach Yang Giao earlier said they will expect a difficult fight in Group D with two powerhouses in the lineup. While Giao expects China to top the group, he is also confident that Gilas has a chance to beat Kazakhstan to enter to the quarterfinals, although at the expense of possibly facing South Korea next. He says they will start scouting and studying the way they play and will put together a game plan. Gilas was previously in Group B with Iran, Syria, and UAE. Kidapawan City is celebrating its Timpupo, or fruit picking festival, where guests are treated to the city's best local fruits and other products. More on this from Maricor Zapata.
All roads lead to Kidapawan Festival on Friday as it celebrates the now famous Timpupo Festival, coinciding with its 71st foundation anniversary. Known in the Soc-Sargen region as the City of Fruits, Kidapawan City has been famous for its Timpupo Festival, during which the public is treated to a smorgasbord of locally grown fruits. Mayor Joseph Evangelista said Timpupo has been a venue for the local government to promote the city's fruit products, as well as the diverse culture and traditions of the local indigenous people. The Timpupo's Fruits Eat All You Can at the City Plaza will be at 11 a.m. on August 13 and 18. Evangelista said locals and guests can eat any available fruits like rambutan, mangosteen, marang, durian, and lanzones, but nobody is allowed to take home anything. Other highlights of this year's celebration are the citywide fruit trees planting in search for the 2018 Binibining Kalikasan on August 10, the reopening of the Timpupo Trade Exhibit on August 11, the Farm Family Day and Kidapawan Culture and Art Exhibit on August 13, and the 71st Anniversary Culmination Program on August 18. For the PNA Newsroom, I'm Maricor Zapata.
A tropical depression coupled by the southwest monsoon is bringing rains over South Luzon, Western Visayas, and nearby areas. Pag-asa says Carding was spotted this morning east of Calayan, Cagayan. The tropical depression is expected to leave the country by Friday. Meanwhile, monsoon rains with cloudy skies and thunderstorms will also prevail over Zambales, Bataan, Cavite, Batangas, Palawan, Mindoro provinces, and Western Visayas in the next 24 hours. Pag-asa cautioned of possible flooding and landslides due to scattered rains and thunderstorms in these areas. Let's now check out the weather forecast for Metro Manila and the rest of the country. Here's another look at today's top stories. A House of Representatives panel approves the administration's second tax reform package aimed at lowering corporate income taxes. Economic managers are seeking the approval of the proposed rice tariffication to ensure adequate supply of rice. Government troops intercept suspected bombers of the Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighters in North Cotabato. And Kidapawan City celebrates its foundation anniversary with an eat-all-you-can fruit fest. Thank you for watching another edition of the PNA Newsroom. To check out these and other stories, visit the PNA website or follow the Philippine News Agency on Facebook and Twitter. For more stories about the government and how it serves the Filipinos, look for these hashtags in all of our social media platforms and websites. And that's your daily dose of the latest news and information that you need to know from the PNA Newsroom. I'm Pia Rosas Morato. Good day.